Hello, my name is Dylan Quickle, and over the last 10 years I have managed the multinational affairs of this company. During these years, I have expanded our operations to 3 new countries, being Mexico, then into Brazil, and finally to Venezuela. Over the course of my employment, I have been responsible for the sale of over 2 billion units of this company's products, accumulating over $2 billion in revenue. By my second year of employment, I cleared over $39.2 million in profit for the company in Mexico alone. I established a fabrication plant in Brazil, and after 1 year of production, I had to double the plant capacity in order to meet the demands. I didn't record any losses until my 5th year of employment. The only reason I recorded these losses after that year was due to major expansion efforts into new countries. In my 10 years here, I have never struggled with being able to meet sales goals, as the number of units sold under my command speaks for itself. With all of that being said, I know that I am speaking with all of you today facing the possibility of being discharged from this company due to the losses that I've incurred over the course of the last few years within the company. I ask you to please give me more time in order to develop the business strategies that I'm implementing. I'm still very confident that they will prove to be successful in the near future. The losses that I've incurred up to this point can be explained, however. My plan was to establish in Mexico first and gain startup capital for a few years, which went off without a hitch. As I didn't have much overhead and I could ship directly to the United States with very low cost, I then planned to use that money to expand the company into other parts of Latin America. I established in Brazil and built a new manufacturing plant which was very costly but necessary, as Brazil is the largest market in Latin America. Moving to Brazil allowed me to establish our company in a very large market, resulting in a large amount of products sold. And then 2 years later, I moved the company into Venezuela because the market looked very promising and had a strong sales outlook. So therefore, the bulk of all the losses that came to the company were from expansion, as I moved into 2 new countries within 4 years. At the end of my last year, I began to see a positive movement in my contribution and profit margin. This leads me to believe that the decisions I made were smart. We have just not given them enough time to pay off. Another problem that may have been brought to your attention is the relatively small profit margins that the company is making per unit sold. My reasoning behind pricing the products lower was in order to be competitive with other brands. They are already well established in these countries. This gave us brand equity and recognition in countries that possibly hadn't heard of our products, which seemed to work because within a couple years' time, in each country, we were competing with brands that had been there for way longer than us. So as we continue to produce large amounts of units in our new plant, the cost of our product will go down and profit will go up. One of the most accurate sayings, in my opinion, is that you have to spend money to make money. Within the company over the last few years, I have spent a lot of money in order to contribute to the global success of the company. And I promise you, within the next few years, we will start to see the benefits of my expansion. These things take time, and I assure you that if I continue to be employed by this company, you will see the losses turn into gains once I finish what I have started here with my expansion strategies. I thank you for your time and patience you have had with me so far, and I hope that I am able to show you my full potential.